Internet Movie Database is on the case. Let me go first. Care for your children. Poopy. Oh, burn. Spoiler alert.
Welcome to episode 174 of Thanks for Watching.
174?
Yes, 174.
It's almost 174.
Almost. But that'll be next week. Maybe. We'll see what happens. Yeah, 174 and doesn't feel like a chore. I'm DJ.
I'm Beth.
And I'm Joe.
Hey, welcome, y'all. Did you have a good weekend?
Oh, I thought you were going to say, it's fall, y'all.
Fall? No,
Don't do that.
As far as cheesy things go, that's one cheesy thing.
Wow, we found the line of cheesiness DJ
Really?
will
That's
not cross.
Too cheesy for DJ? I don't believe it.
I saw that on a
John Oliver.
John Oliver, that's right. And I thought it was hilarious, but then the way he did it made me go, I'm never doing that.
Yeah, I'm never doing that again.
He shamed it out of me.
And now this.
Although I didn't even know it was a thing. I had no idea.
John Oliver loves Adam Driver.
Oh, okay.
Well, Blue asked me, guess who he also loves? And John Oliver loves Adam Driver.
That's right. You're right.
He does.
I failed.
Mm-hmm.
I failed the test.
It's okay.
That's
I'll
okay.
It
get
wasn't
there.
really a test for you.
Yeah, that's true.
You'll get him next time. Man.
Next time. That's right. All right. So yeah, weekend update, y'all.
What the hell just happened?
I'm not even sure.
I put on the brakes. That's all it was.
Okay. Got it.
Oh gosh. Back.
DJ, how was your
mine?
weekend? Let's start with
Sure,
you. Let's start with you.
It was I did nothing on Saturday. I don't even know what I did other than nothing at all. I don't even know that I even watched TV. Maybe I watched some stuff. I don't remember. Saturday was a blur. Sunday I worked. I mean, I did work from home. Wait, something like that. But it wasn't a bad thing because I just found out I'm going to start getting paid for that, which is like, okay, I like that. Talk about work-life balance. I like it. That's that. Funny thing happened at work today, though. So I was wearing this fancy jacket that Penny got from the Disney store. It was Jack Skellington, and I'll put something up on the.
It's kind of like David S. Pumpkins, but Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yes, exactly. And so the cool.
Accurate.
The thing is, it glows in the dark, which is actually kind of cool.
Fantastic.
And so I was not in my regular class. I was in a classroom where I was substituting because the teacher wasn't there. And so what I didn't know was there are these other lights in the classroom that are not those fancy fluorescent lights. And so when I was there, like, I had already been there for 2 periods, and then there was a third period. The class comes
like
in.
A hockey game.
Yes, exactly. So the class comes in, and all of a sudden they're like, "Oh no, this is the wrong lighting," and they shut the lights out. And there's no lighting at all in there. And here I am glowing in the dark, and all of a sudden the whole class just starts shrieking.
Halloweeny beacon.
Yes.
The beacons are lit. Halloween calls for aid.
Exactly. So needless to say, they absolutely loved that. And it was a
cool.
great hour, I suppose. So, yeah, that was my weekend plus today, I guess you could say. So how about you, Joe?
We had the little nephew over after a awesome night of pumpkin carving on Friday. He came by on Saturday, spent the night with us. We watched some movies. He and I built a step stool for him to do some things around the house, like brush his teeth without having to stand on the toilet.
It's the cutest thing ever.
He can reach the sink in the kitchen if he needs to help Blue out with anything.
Cool.
We built it. Blue and he and Blue painted it. They put a little Mario on there.
I love it.
In his kabuki suit. And then Sunday I went and watched. Yeah, the painting's not complete, but Sunday I went to a friend's house and watched the United States Grand Prix, Formula One United States Grand Prix, and was disappointed with the result. There it is.
Aww.
I'm sorry for your tuba loss.
That's all right.
Yeah.
How about you, Beth?
It's raining.
It is raining.
It is raining.
It
is raining down here.
You got a
It
bomb.
rained so much. Like our pop-up in the backyard of work died a horrible death.
Oh no! Great.
I saw it on the cameras. That was pretty funny.
And you, the business owner, that has to replace it.
Yeah. I mean, whatever. The only thing that really sucked about it was this morning I had to let all the dogs out, and they all wanted to poop on the far side of it, so I had to like worm my way under the carcass of the pop-up to get to where the poop was so I could scoop it. My coworker did a no-call, no-show today. So I was alone and like doing all this stuff trying to like clear up the pop-up. It was pretty funny.
No call, no show. Come
call,
on.
no show.
Oh, courtesy.
She finally called an hour before she was supposed to leave. Like,
Whoops.
for her after to leave, go home off of her shift, and was like, "Oh, I was up with flooding last night. I never oversleep." And I'm like, "Well, you did today."
You sure did.
Guess what? You did.
First time for everything, I suppose. But whatever. I got all of everything done, and that's because that's why I'm the boss.
You're the boss.
Did you write her up?
I didn't write her up, but she's
Damn it.
leaving for surgery in a couple of weeks,
No.
so why kick her when
I
she's
would write her
down?
up.
Yeah.
I know you
I
would
would've wrote her
have. But
Been like,
What's that mean? Wait a
you're
minute.
the sheriff.
Hold on a second.
You're the sheriff. I know you would have written her up.
yeah.
I mean, I might not have. I don't know.
I mean, depending on the situation, right?
What's the surgery
I know,
for?
I was
That's
thinking the
that's,
same
Back
thing.
surgery.
that's the important thing. Oh.
She's gonna be out for like a month and a half.
What?
All
That's
right.
not an appendix.
No.
No. She's
But
getting a new kidney.
let's see what else.
Brain surgery, I'd let it go.
Yeah,
But, you know.
Nah. Anyway,
Yeah.
Sorry.
Got it.
that was pretty much the story of today. It's all good.
Like HIPAA
I'm in good
laws.
spirits over it.
I can't put this on air. Come on, people.
Post a picture of the dead.
You got to see the pop-up fly away, huh?
No, oh man, it would have been
It just rolled over.
even funnier. I will show you the picture and you guys can go like, oh.
Okay.
Can't wait.
Yeah, it just sort of it looked a lot like this.
So much
It was
rain
done.
and it caved in.
It's just
Yeah.
all.
Oh, it's so sad.
I'm dead. Oh, look at
Looks
that
like a
poor-
big
oh my
dead
gosh.
tarantula.
Yeah, that thing had it.
Yeah.
It died a sad death. Rest in peace,
Aw.
stupid pop
Rest in
up.
peace, pop-up.
So I took a bunch of video and like put it on the work chat. Well, there's your problem.
Here's the problem.
Well, see, it's not connected to the frame anymore.
No,
so
yeah. See, it's
it's not really doing its job.
Nope. It's grouchy. So yeah, that was
yeah.
pretty much. I also was very happy that I was on the roof on Saturday instead of yesterday because it was not raining when I was on the roof.
Oh,
But
yes.
if I had been up there putting turbine covers on yesterday, I would have been extremely showered.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I think we're only going to get one day of rain, which is happening kind of right now, and
Yeah.
it's pretty much almost
We
over.
got
us
like
too.
8 inches of rain yesterday.
I think we got a 2/10 of an inch.
Oh, well, you live in a frying pan.
Yeah. That's true.
You don't want to boil the water and scorch your pan.
True that. Poor pan.
All right.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So let's push
Pushing
forward.
forward, we're going to talk about Tim Curry. Jim Curry next week. No, this week it's Tim Curry. And then other stuff too. But entertainment news, lots happened. I forgot to mention, wow, did you notice William Shatner went into space and came back? And he's still around. Rock on.
He sure did.
That's cool. That is,
Didn't we mention that last week?
Did we?
Okay.
I thought we did. It might have been after the...
I think it was
It might have been
after
after the show.
know.
Yeah. It was after because I said, oh, we forgot to talk about this. And there it was.
Aha.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it. So there it is, and it's gone. Everybody already knows anyway, so whatever.
We blew it.
You blew it!
So, and this is kind of cool. Thank you, James, for sending this out. It says, Dune, though the director stated they only planned to do Dune if able to make it part 2.
That's exactly what I was saying.
But to date, part 2 has not been greenlit, so...
And that is true. My mom is ragey.
Yeah, it's a little upsetting that it hasn't been done, because...
when I talk about Dune later...
Okay, yeah, we'll talk about it later, but holy crap! Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, then there's the great Hollywood tension of not getting paid enough and all that stuff. They're getting ready to strike, I think, don't you think?
They who?
Hollywood, those crew members and all those people that are all
crew,
union.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The union crew. So they're all getting kind of fed up with,
Yep.
the people that are making a lot of money and then just like barely giving
Boss makes
the
a
crew
dollar,
members.
I make a dime. That's why I poop on company time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Never heard that in my life.
Really?
That is amazing.
My friend Daryl used to say that all the time.
Yeah. That's bad. But it's bad everywhere, and there's a trend happening. What are they calling it? What is it called? The Great...
I don't know, man.
Come on, it
The
all.
Great Gatsby.
No.
No?
The Great Hambino? Yes.
The Great
please.
Hambino.
The Great
Yeah.
Hambino.
That's it.
No, it's the Great...
Depression. Dust
There
Bowl.
it is.
Wall of China.
The Great... also Houdini.
Yeah.
What is it when you quit? What is that? What do you call it?
Walkout.
No.
They calling it the Great Walkout, the Great Strike, the Great I Quit,
I quit.
the
No.
Great Fuck this shit, the Great Blow it out your ass, the Great What are you talking about? Get your facts straight and then talk.
What, like, when is that ever gonna happen?
I don't know.
No. Oh well. It's whatever. Everybody's quitting. Like, they're just like, I'm done with you guys and this thing, and they're quitting and they're moving on to other jobs where they might feel more.
Yeah,
they should.
That's everywhere.
Yeah, that's most workplaces are doing that right now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the thing, and just so it's crazy how much that's happening, and I don't know.
Yep,
Everybody's trying to get an upgrade.
it's true.
Yeah. So we'll see. And even then, like, your upgrade isn't going to be that great because what? You barely get a dime.
Yeah, that's why you got to poop on company time.
Yep.
Hey.
Bingo.
Trust me, it happens a lot at my work. All the dogs poop.
All the dogs are pooping
They
on
do.
company time.
Well, at least they're paying you to do it.
That's great.
That's true.
They are paying to poop there.
Yep. It's their right to poop there. They paid
right.
their buck.
Let's get this train back on the tracks.
Yeah,
What's next, DJ?
Well, I was gonna add sadder news, like Gunther from
Sadder
Friends. His name's not Gunther. It's Michael Tyler. But yeah, wow, huh?
What?
Did you ever watch Friends?
I didn't, but you didn't actually say anything. You just said Saturn News Gunther. Well, his real name is Michael Tyler. That was all you said.
Got it. Well, he passed away.
Ah,
Yes. At age
I'm sorry to hear that,
59, I
Mr.
believe
Tyler.
it was.
That's very sad.
Yes. What he was.
I take it Gunther was his character name?
The character name, yes.
Okay.
Gunther from Friends, yes. His name's Michael Tyler. So, anyway, that's all the news I have. Y'all have any other news?
Not me.
that pretty much newsed me out.
Oh dear. Well, so if you have any news you'd like to let us know, it's you'd send us a message on 512 podcast or 512-763-2278. You could always email us shout out at tfwmovies.com. Send us a message on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or whatever Facebook's going to be called later. At
I heard about
TFW Movies.
It feels like they're going to change the name of Facebook, and it feels like no matter what article I read, they don't tell you what it's actually going to be changed to.
Yeah.
Just like a bunch of vagaries with, like, I think multiverse. I don't know. You're reading it and you're just like, yeah, but what are you going to call it? You can't call it that. What? Huh?
The multiverse.
But it's not like the multiverse. It's like experience the something, and you're just like, is that it? But then you read another one and it says like the same words but in different orders, and you're just like, is Facebook gonna be a big F or what?
Do the do.
Sorry, James, it is metaverse. Thank you for helping me with that.
Yes. So yeah, who knows? Who knows? I mean, I think they're gonna try to go with like a network instead. Of some sorts, just so that, because I hear they're trying to go with, what are they trying to do? They're trying to do something
to avoid what happened to MySpace.
Pretty much, and I think they want to go more news type of a thing, like family news or something, where I don't know what they're gonna do. Who knows?
Yeah,
they're trying to say we're not social media anymore.
Oh please.
Yeah,
please.
Right. So, yeah.
That is the socialist of medias.
Yeah, it is. And, yeah, not movie news, but a lot of movie news goes on there. So I guess that counts. But we'll see what it's called. I mean, even our Facebook page for the Thanks for Watching is under an app called Business. It's not even called Facebook anymore.
Really?
Yeah. So, I know. They changed
funny
that.
Business.
Right?
Oh.
Yeah, so, I don't know. Weird stuff. Weird stuff is happening. That's crazy.
That kind of reminded me of the Snoopy laugh a little bit.
That's good.
All right. Sorry.
Nah, no worries. Let's see. We have Patreon. That's patreon.com/TFW Movies. Support us if you like. And some of the great ways to do that is on Patreon. I mean, you could just subscribe and like our show. That's always nice. On all the fancy platforms like Stitcher and
the multiverse or the metaverse or whatever have you.
All of them. That's right. But only on Patreon you get fancy things like you get to be here live and listen to us, unedited, unfiltered.
Yeah, you can hear all the weird stuff we edit out.
You can hear all the behind the scenes. Hey, let's all right, okay, bye. That stuff.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go eat some ice cream.
Right.
Which happens pretty much at the end of every show.
Pretty much.
Somebody has ice cream at the end of every show for some. And by someone, it's usually Beth or myself.
That's right.
There you go. We also have, you get to be on our Marco Polos. You get to see us during the week when you're like saying, oh, I wish I had more of Things for Watching. Well, there you go. You have more of us. And then what else? Beth likes to give us some playlists.
Oh, that's right. I actually do have a new one.
Ooh.
I actually got that done this week.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It's still in the process, but it's got enough on it that I can give out the link when it's time.
Do you shoot for a set number of songs, or like what's your building block?
I feel like 10 is a good start.
Okay.
Like I've added more songs to the hype, and I think the other one, I know I've added more to the hype, but this one has 9, so technically I would like it to have one more, but...
Like in the albums in the 80s, they all had 10.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going for, was like 80s cassette tape.
There we go. Yeah.
A-side and B-side.
Straight up.
Which
I like it. I like it.
That reminds me, I was asked by a student today if I would ever consider being gangsta or joining a gang or whatever.
What?
And I was like, have you seen Weird Al's White and Nerdy?
I thought you were going to go for the Amish Paradise side.
Nope. I did not go.
That would work.
It totally would. And I was like, yeah, that definitely wouldn't work for me.
No.
Oh, well. Anyway. Moving on. Howie, let's talk about Tim Curry film, shall we?
Hey.
Hit it.
I love that guy.
All right. Start with Crackhead Blue like we always do. She's started with Legend.
Great movie.
Home Alone 2. Love it. Rocky Horror Picture Show. Mm-hmm. Fern Gully.
Fern Gully.
Yeah. It. And she puts, and Clue.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's her stuff.
That's a good list.
Mm-hmm.
That is a good list.
That's a really good list. Our TikTok group. We've got a few. Holy mackerel. For some reason, TikTok really liked Tim Curry.
Well,
As they should.
yeah.
Yes. So at Nude Lucci, I think this person's chimed in before. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, you said it last week.
Yeah. Clue and Rocky Horror. And
Good
then
choices.
at Tex for Clefts.
Hey! We know her.
We do. It says Rocky Horror and Addams Family.
The reunion.
Yes. At Mo _ the Prof HJ says It and Rocky Horror.
Fine choices, both.
Yes. So at Freak Show 76 says, I mean, always Rocky Horror, but he was great as It. And then there was another good one, but he was funny with the Muppets.
Yeah. Muppet Treasure Island.
Yes. Okay. At Sting Goblin says Muppet Treasure Island. And then at the Archfiend says Scary Movie 2. At Time Zone Deficient says Clue. I just love these names too. It's pretty good. And then at narrator _ SZ says Clue.
Good choice.
Yeah. And that, my friends, is the TikTok group.
Well done, TikTok group.
Good job, TikTok.
All right. Time for some editing. Well, ish. Where'd it go? Okay. So here it is. James explains Tim Curry.
Tonight we have the chance to highlight the amazing and iconic actor Tim Curry. Tim Curry has an extensive career that spans decades and genres. And he has cemented himself as an icon in his vast range of characters, some of which are unrecognizable in his filmography. I first saw him in Annie and Oliver Twist, both of which were popular at the time. It wasn't until later that I discovered his cult classic, The Rocky Horror Picture Show, and at the same time, Clue. I also remember the movie Legend, in which I was fascinated with the makeup for the devil character. It wasn't until years later that I discovered that was actually Tim Curry playing the role. The Worst Witch, which yes, has its special effects don't hold up, was one when I was younger. I did like that movie. I'm a little bit scared to rewatch it now because I don't know if it would actually hold up to as good as my memories of it are. I also remember him from The Hunt for Red October, one of my dad's favorite films, so I saw it a few times when I was younger. And of course, It, where again, if you know that it's Tim Curry playing it, you can see him, but otherwise he's all but unrecognizable in the role. Another Tim Curry movie is one of my favorite renditions or remakes of the Three Musketeers. And to round off my list is going to be The Muppet Treasure Island. And voice acting, which he has an extensive field there as well. We can't overlook his parts in either Ferngully or in Gargoyles. Overall, his career has hundreds of titles to his credit, and he has created a role for himself that is both him as well as melding at the same time into the character he's playing. He's vastly talented, and a joy to watch every time he comes on screen or to hear his voice in the animations. And that is James Explains. As always, thank you to Beth, DJ, and Joe for your podcast. Have a wonderful night and an amazing show.
All right. Thank you, James. Woohoo. And yes, as always, thank you, James. I love it. Hey, the one thing I thought was, like, I don't know what's going on there, but, like, your dad really loved Hunt for Red October? Does that mean, I don't know, did you love it too?
My dad loves The Hunt for Red October.
It's a great movie.
It is a great movie.
Although, working with submarines as I do, Down Periscope is actually the most accurate submarine movie, the way a submarine works.
Yes, I love it. I'm so excited to hear that.
So the way the systems work and the way they, like, all the things they do in that movie.
That's fantastic.
Down Periscope is actually the most accurate when it comes to that stuff, which is hilarious.
I love it. That makes me so happy. I can't even.
Me too.
And that's coming from the sailors I work with. That's not me deducing anything. That's like them saying it. Like, the most accurate submarine movie is Down Periscope. So there you go.
Thank you.
Oh, I love that.
Joe.
That's cool. Yeah. Huh. Good to know. Very good to know.
Yeah.
Huh. All right. Well, thanks, Joe. Thanks, James. That's James Explains Tim Curry. I can't wait to see who he explains next week. We'll find out.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yes. So now it is time for the cast list. It's a list. It's quite.
I say we start with DJ because we never do.
Well, if you insist, I will start. That's fine. Fine. Clue. Yep, that's number one. Muppets Treasure Island, kind of like that kind of thing. Hunt for Red October. Dun, dun, dun. Rocky Horror Picture Show. You know what? Funny thing about the Rocky Horror Picture Show, we did a Halloween thing in Sacramento, California, during some Halloween thing way back in the day. And I had never seen Rocky Horror Picture Show, but we did a huge dance. It was like dancing in sync before TikTok. It was crazy.
Like the time warp?
Yes, we did the time warp. It was so much fun. We had a great time. And then it wasn't until much later that I actually saw the film. So pretty cool. Anyhow, not a movie, but Phineas and Ferb.
Hey, voiceover work.
Yeah, lots of it, and he was in that for many years, so that's pretty cool. Charlie's Angels, yes. The Net, Addams Family, yes.
Addams Family Reunion.
Mm-hmm. And then Three Musketeers.
Hey, there you go.
And Annie.
Oh shit, Annie.
Yes, tomorrow. Okay, sorry, I won't go any further than that. But that's my list.
It's a good list.
Good one.
Yeah, thank you. Beth, what do you got?
Okay, so it's like most of the same things. Legend, Rocky Horror Picture Show, Ferngully, Muppet Treasure Island. This is the one that nobody else will have on their list, I guarantee it. Ooh. It's Beauty and the Beast, The Enchanted Christmas.
Oh!
He plays the pipe organ, and he's so ragey. It's the funniest thing. He's so mad. Just all the time. He's very funny to me. The Three Musketeers, It, Hunt for Red October, and Clue. Those are mine.
Nice.
And Annie.
Little Orphan Annie.
That's right. He's Rooster.
He is Rooster.
So mine's more of the same, but a little different. I've got Rocky Horror. I remember seeing that with my mom very young because she was like, this is one of my favorite Halloween things to watch.
Rad.
Yeah. So she made me watch that. Clue, of course. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to put a TV movie on the list, I'm going to throw it in there because, he's the main it, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to do an honorable mention for Home Alone 2 because he wasn't one of the
principals.
He wasn't one of the, we weren't following his story. He was just a
Right.
main in the hotel. So
Yes.
honorable mention.
Got it. Nice.
But I love his role in that. So
Yeah,
It was
very
a
funny.
really great role. Pretty awesome. Like, I think that's the main reason I liked the film. The part 1 was the best. Part 2 was great because of him. I think. My own personal opinion. I never got 1,000 of them. Maybe 1,001.
Probably.
All right. Well, it's time to talk about stuff we're putting in our eyes, and we'll start with the alphabet movie 7 degrees of Kevin Bacon / everything else.
I think that really rolls off the tongue, DJ.
That's an easy title to remember.
Yeah,
Right.
I think.
I know. It's as an acronym, it's
Perfect.
yeah, thank you.
There it is.
How could you forget that?
Yeah.
Never. Event Horizon was our film of choice.
Yeah.
Stemming off the E, I'm guessing, from Clue.
Correct.
That
Aha, had a
seems
feeling.
correct.
I had a
would
feeling.
be 100% correct.
Yay! All right. How did you pick this one? What made you decide it must be Event Horizon?
Well, I'll be completely honest.
Oh.
This one was a movie that I thought you would really enjoy, DJ.
Yeah.
And it's partially like zombies. Okay, well, here's one for you. So I think we're even. I think I got you back for
You
Waverly
did.
Place already, and now we're even for zombies, so we're good to go.
Yay!
Good gracious.
I love it.
Not vindictive or anything.
No way. So it was when I saw it, I was like, oh, Event Horizon. It's about a ship and stuff like that. I was like, and then I started reading more, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, this is not going my way. Yes. and I thought,
I'd like to point out that in the chat, they have posted 2 separate GIFs. One of Tim Curry smiling from Home Alone 2, and one of the Grinch with that kind of evil grin.
yeah,
And they're very similar.
Yeah, they
yes.
in Home Alone 2, that's on the TV, and then he smiles. So it's,
Right,
it's
that's
perfect.
right. I had forgotten about that entirely.
That's right.
But yeah, so.
Yes. And then Joe talks about the Event Horizon. Look at that.
Oh, that
Horizon.
is pretty. That he sent me that
A
gift when I
great-
was talking to him about it.
A great movie. So DJ, did you make it all the way through?
Oh, I did. I mean, when I looked at it, I said, hour and 30 minutes. It'll be fine.
I can tough it.
Yeah, and I mean, it was sci-fi. And it had
Sci-fi.
some, right.
It was sci-fi like Hellraiser sci-fi.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
It's essentially Hellraiser in space, right?
It is. That is exactly what it is.
I mean, yeah, I don't think I've ever seen Hellraiser, so I have no
well,
idea.
I mean,
Good
you
to
kind of
know.
have now.
Good to know.
I guess
Crap.
I have.
Aren't you lucky?
You're gonna have to load that one in the
I'm gonna have
Remember
to
This
find
box.
every actor in that film and make sure there's no H at the end of any movie. How am I gonna do that?
Well,
Well, let's see.
Good luck.
Thanks. Appreciate it. But it was so I didn't think it was that scary, and maybe it was because I wish I knew why. I think it was
because
more
the CG wasn't super double great.
maybe
Well, it was
that.
1997, so
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Jurassic Park holds up.
that's true. You know
Yeah,
what?
that's
You're right,
true.
Beth. Anytime somebody goes, "Well, it's an older movie. It was like 2001," I go, "Jurassic Park was 95, man. What's your excuse?"
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
yeah. Good point.
let's call it like we see it here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's be real. Let's get down to brass tacks.
Right. But
I always
and,
wanted to say that.
and I just thought, well, gosh, that ship is hanging out in that's a big ship, and it's not in orbit around Jupiter. It's in Jupiter. You know,
Neptune.
Oh, Neptune. Thank you. So, well, now that I know, so now it makes more sense. It's more realistic. Dang it.
That makes it better.
No,
it's
not
Neptune,
really.
not Jupiter. Understood.
Neptune, yeah.
No.
Anytime someone is confused by something, I'm going to be like, dude, it's Neptune, not Jupiter.
It's Neptune.
I like it.
They'll be like, oh, right.
Okay, yeah, right.
Wait,
Exactly.
why is my bill so much? Because it's Neptune, not Jupiter.
Because it's Neptune.
Yep.
Oh,
That's it. Yeah, makes more sense now.
So yeah, the ship essentially traveled through dimensions of crazy places, saw some shit, and everybody on board went nutso.
Yeah.
And then
And
so
then
they allude. I think so. Sam Neill's character obviously had an attachment to it. He couldn't get over his dead wife.
Right.
Spoilers, guys. It's a freaking old movie. If you haven't seen it by now, you probably never will.
And it's on HBO Max, so go check it out now if you want to see that.
But yeah, it gets pretty real pretty quick as soon as they get there.
Yeah, like amazingly quick. It was. And the ship is the one that brought the hallucinations, right? Like it went in, grabbed the stuff, and then came back, and then they're trying to say that the ship is alive.
I'm just going to go ahead and say, anytime you're in space and you see black goop,
don't touch it.
Run
don't
away.
touch it. Yeah,
Just
don't
be
touch
like,
it.
black goop never ends well, so I'm gonna hightail it.
Yeah, that, and if there's a reflection in your eye, you're dead. You're gone.
It's all bad.
Yeah, it's no good.
Don't touch it.
Just don't touch it.
Just
Right.
a bad idea.
Yeah.
Also, if there's like a lot of spinny things, just leave it alone.
Yeah. And
So, go ahead, DJ. Give me more of your initial.
And then of course there's always the foreshadowing. Like he goes out and it's a surprise mission. No wonder he doesn't like the guy, the head scientist. Like the captain doesn't like the scientist because the scientist knows everything, and the captain is like, "We were called off vacation to come out here and
Yeah, that's just rude.
do a rescue."
You're not telling us everything. You're holding everything close. Like
On the other side of it, he did try to tell them a lot of stuff, and they just kept interrupting him.
That's true. They told
yes.
him, "Hey, man, layman's terms."
Right. Yeah.
I loved the layman's terms scene.
Yeah,
That's good.
because it wasn't very layman.
There was
No.
it was not clear.
Right. I
You
just
speak
want to say,
English?
Laurence Fishburne's portrayal of that ship captain, absolutely my favorite character in the movie.
Super solid.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was pretty good. He held
he
it
was
together.
very good.
Yeah.
And then Hamburger Sam Neill is pretty good too.
Hamburger Sam Neill.
So I do like the movie. DJ, what would you rate it?
What would I rate it? I mean, I was entertained the whole time. Like, I didn't think it was as gross. Like, it was psychological more than anything. And of course they're showing like this guy on fire, and what I really wanted to see how fire looked the way they described it in the film, but I feel like they never actually got to it. Like, fire in space just kind of rolls around. It's not even it's like water, like that's how they explained it. Like, fire looks like the water droplets in space, and I was like, I really wanted to see that. And I don't think they portrayed that.
Yeah, that would have been cool. I don't think that they did that because yeah, probably because it looked too cheeseball when they did it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the case. But and I wasn't. There wasn't anything like super scary. They didn't really do any like jump scares per se,
That's
or they
true.
tried and I didn't catch.
There
it.
was one that I can remember offhand, and it's
Yeah.
when Miller first goes in there and that glove floats by.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. And I just laughed at the glove, going. I don't know what I think I told Penny something about it, but I was just like, whoa.
Probably made a goofy joke.
Yeah, some sort of goofy thing. And I was like,
I believe that I also made a goofy joke when that happened. I challenge you to a duel.
I think Penny said that.
Penny.
Yes.
Ooh.
But it was, yeah. I just thought it was weird. Like some of the things where they tried to do scary stuff, but then I was like, that wasn't there before. I don't understand why that's there now. But then I started realizing, oh, it's all psychological. Some of it's in their head. Mm-hmm. And especially like when the woman sees her son. At first I was like, oh, I don't remember seeing a thing there and then a dead body.
Why is there a tent there?
Yeah. And so that didn't get explained to me. I mean, until later. Like, obviously, it was not really there, but fascinating. I'll give it a 7. Like, it wasn't like super scary, and it was entertaining. I was like, Event Horizon.
Cool. Good job.
Fun. Yeah.
Beth?
I'll give it a 7.
Okay. It gets an 8 from me.
Okay.
Oh wow, nice.
Because I like scary space stuff.
Yeah.
Alien being one of them.
You don't like Alien.
Yeah, I mean, come on, it's kind of okay.
I guess.
And then like I didn't really have an appreciation for Hellraiser until like I watched it with Blue.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, I never really gave this movie a chance just because it was too out there for me.
Okay.
But the more I've seen it and like the more I really like kind of put it together, I'm like, Hellraiser's pretty good. Like,
yeah,
the premise is crazy,
right?
And that's what makes it good, is that it's way out there.
Yeah, it's just such a not what was normal.
Huh.
Yeah, and so the fact that the Event Horizon is basically the puzzle cube in space,
it's like
and makes everybody go fucking bananas.
It's like when someone gets their kid a chessboard that has dragons on it because they can relate to that better.
Yeah.
It's like a different skin for it, so you're like, oh, I see!
It's Hellraiser in space. So
got it.
It gets an 8.
Space Razor. Okay.
Space Razor.
I like it.
Hell space.
Hell space.
Yeah.
There you go. All right.
Well,
I can see that.
Maybe I need to see that with Blue, and
yeah.
I'll have a better
man, we should watch a lot of things together.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
Yeah.
It's a delicious movie, says Blue. And then watch part 2.
Oh dear. There's a part
I haven't seen 2.
Yeah?
Huh.
I think I have access to all the sequels, but I feel like there was a time where I was like, hey, we should watch some of these sequels, and I think Blue was like, yeah, the original's my favorite, and that's where I'll stay with it. I'm like, okay, fine.
There you go.
So do you have that streaming service for horror movies? What is that called?
Shudder?
Yeah,
Shudder,
there you go.
that's
Shudder.
No, we don't have Shudder. We have access to a Vudu that has a bunch of movies on it. So.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Voodoo the you do.
So well.
So
I can't hear that without thinking of Blazing Saddles.
Yes. So you have Vudu that has all that stuff. Okay.
Correct.
Got it. Very cool. All right. Well, Beth, what else have you been watching?
Well, I watched Dune with my mom,
Oh, yeah.
who is a big Dune fan. She read the books and she's a big Dune fan. So much so that the old Dune in our family, we just call it Shitty Dune because it was not good. It was a poor portrayal of an epic book.
Yeah,
and
I see what they did there.
It was a poor trail.
Mm-hmm. And we call it Shitty Dune both because it sounds like I'm saying Brigadoon, and also because it was poop. So we really liked it. We both feel like they better make a sequel because it's time. You gotta make a good one. Make it not shitty.
Yes.
Well, apparently the plan was to make the sequel or to make the second part. I mean, it starts out, says Dune Part 1, but everything that I've looked at says we're not sure because they spent a lot of money to make it, which is evident when you look at it because it's friggin' beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure, like the way people have been talking about it, they're gonna make it. It's just I think we're not 100%. Oh man, that movie was so rad. I think that they were worried more about putting that kind of money on the line for 2, especially when shitty Dune is what we have to hold up against it, against the money, and go like, hey, this is $1 bazillion. Also, this is what they've done with this subject matter before. Oh. So I'm really hoping. I have all sorts of fingers and stuff crossed. I wanna
Fingers, toes, and eyes, right?
Yeah, all the things crossed that they make a sequel. I thought it was very well done.
Yeah.
I thought the acting was strong. I thought it was visually just stunning.
Mm-hmm.
And when I'm done with the podcast, I'm probably going to eat some ice cream and watch it again. So
dang, second viewing.
Yep, in like 3 days. So what did you think of it, Dajay?
Oh,
Dajay?
I loved it. I absolutely loved it. It was so I had just finished watching The Bad Dune.
Oh, shitty Dune, yeah.
Yes, and I as far as that goes, I could tell that they cut and they threw stuff on the ground and cut some more and then added the weird talking. I don't know if that was part of the book, but
they did this one remarkably close to the book.
Yeah.
Like there's some dialogue that's almost straight from the pages.
Wow.
Yeah, it's good stuff. So I see, when you watch Other Dune, you can definitely see a difference.
Yeah. So
Sting was in it.
Yes, Sting was in it.
That's the only thing I remember about the original movie.
Yeah.
Is that Sting was in it.
And the worms.
Yes. Probably came from Sting.
Oh dear.
But so when it was I wanted to compare it, but I had nothing. I don't have the book to compare it to, so I don't have that.
Right.
But here's the deal.
Oh.
This part 1 was so well done.
Yeah.
That I wasn't in the middle of it asking myself, what the heck am I watching?
Yeah, and there is a literal metric butt ton of exposition to go through in this movie, and it's not horrible. It doesn't hurt to watch. So
no, as a matter of fact, it's 2.5 hours, and I felt like it could have been longer.
Yeah, when it ended, I was like, "Oh man!"
Right.
It kind of reminded me of when I first saw the Fellowship of the Ring in the theaters.
Oh.
When the movie ended and it was over and everybody still knew there were 2 more coming, this girl who I guess had never read the books or seen anything to relate to it stood up and like threw her hands in the air and said, "Someone who's read the books, what happens?" So it kind of gave me that same feeling. It's like, oh, there's so much more. There's so much more to this. And yes. I'm ready to watch more of it. So
sweet.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
I think it's good. I think you'll enjoy it, Joe.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't really remember the first movie. Like, is that okay?
Yeah. That's totally fine.
And I don't remember the book I don't even remember if I read it
so,
or not.
A beautiful lady in our chat says that she needs an IMAX date for it. So I think you guys should swap numbers or something.
A beautiful lady in our chat?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's blue.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
I know her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, that's possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and here's why I think there's going to be a sequel. Just so you know, on opening day Thursday, it made $40 million.
Yeah,
$40 million.
It did make a fair amount of money.
Not to mention, like, on HBO Max, like, people are watching it. In fact, it hit a higher record than Godzilla vs. Kong. So, but even more.
I think I read somewhere, like, internationally, it was like $129 million already.
Globally,
Yeah.
$220 million by Sunday.
So I feel like we have a good chance of seeing what happens with Paul.
Yes, I feel like it's going to happen.
Yeah, I think it's going to happen, and I'm optimistic. So
yeah, and we'll call it fan news, but you hear it here first. We're getting a sequel.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
That's right.
Perfect.
But I loved it. I thought it was great, and Penny liked it too, way better than the first one, because the first one
good.
definitely was. It felt like there was a lot missing, and I think
there's big holes, and it just kind of makes you itchy, and it's so 80s, and
and I think it's pretty neat that this film comes out in the fall when pumpkin spice is really big, and
that's oh my god.
Sorry.
And you can see the spice in the air. Oh my god, DJ.
No, I can't help it. It even looks like pumpkin spice. I'm just saying.
It is sparkly and orange in the air.
What I would think pumpkin spice.
But I mean,
looks
also,
like.
if you look at that movie, there's a lot of orange, and it takes a part of it takes place on a desert planet, so you're gonna get a lot of sand color.
I know.
Right? And Poe is Spice Runner. I was thinking about that the whole time. At one point, he says, I wanted to be a pilot, and I'm just all, oh, I see you.
Oh,
yeah, he does. Absolutely. Not even a joke. So, but yeah, I thought it was really good. I would give it like a 9.
Ooh,
nice.
Solid.
That's good.
Yeah. Also, we watched The Perfect Storm, which was Blue says she can't wait to see Oscar Isaacs in the Dune movie, and I got to tell you, it's a good look for him.
Oh my gosh, that's him!
Man.
I didn't even realize it.
The beard and like the gray in his hair, and it's just like, well, hello, I see you.
I didn't. Even...
what would you call that?
Salt and pepper?
Yes, definitely. But like, I was trying to make a beef reference. Like we had sweater beef.
Oh,
like
beard beef.
Spice Baron beef. Yeah,
some hairy Dune Daddy.
Dune Daddy.
Well, there you have it.
Oh, Blue. Half of me is grossed out, and the other is like, "Yep, that's it. That's 100% Dune Daddy." Sold.
Please remember, Dune Daddy is the title
of the show.
I'm okay
Dune
with
Daddy.
Dune Daddy.
Okay. Wow.
Gosh.
And then talking about less successful beards, we did watch The Perfect Storm.
Yes.
And they all have beards. They're all beardy fishermen from Gloucester, and it's a very good movie. It's very sad. It just goes into the whole these guys in their dangerous jobs throwing their lives around trying to catch fish for people to eat. And it's the storm, which we just had one that was I guess equivalent to like a Category 1 hurricane. It was, I mean, Perfect Storm was bigger, killed more people clearly. I really like The Perfect Storm. I really like the music from The Perfect Storm, but it always makes me cry. So that one's gonna go in the Cry the Hay Out playlist.
Cry the hay out.
Cry the hay out. Give that one probably a 7. Watched Event Horizon. Watched some more. It tickles me that you like that movie so much.
It's so good. Like, as cheesy and like crazy as it is, it's
and kind of like goofball.
I freaking love that movie, man.
It's not an awful movie. I will 100% agree. That the first time I watched it, I was in high school with my best friend, and we would just like go to this thing that we called the Blockbuster video.
Hey, Blockbuster back in the day.
Yeah, and we would just go and stand in the horror section and pick which covers we thought looked good for the weekend, and that was one of them. So that was almost the end of Blockbuster video, though. I watched some Drain the Oceans, which I really enjoy. A lot of science-y showing shipwrecks on the bottom of the ocean and lakes, which I really enjoy. Blue
That sounds neat, actually.
It really is. It's on Discovery Plus. Okay. And they have a bunch of different, like, they have the specials where they did, like, the Titanic and stuff like that. But they also have, like, a whole special on World War II ships. They have 4 seasons of the actual show. And I blasted through that really fast because I also watch it when I go to sleep because the water and the quiet voices really helps me go to sleep. But then I just watch them all through over and over, and sometimes I catch one that I slept through last time, and it's great.
Nice.
Yeah. Blue is asking why my mom was ragey, and I saying it about Dune? She was ragey because we don't know for sure if there's going to be a sequel yet.
Okay.
She's like, what? No, poop! So, yeah. She's ready.
She said poop?
No, I don't even think she would say poop.
Oh, okay.
I think she was just like, what? No, that's stupid! Something like that. I say poop. So, let's see what else we watched. Watched British Baking. There's a show on Netflix I think it's called Baking Impossible, where they team up a baker and an engineer, and they have to do things. Did I talk about this already? Like the first
baker
episode.
And an engineer.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So the first episode, they had to bake a ship. So they had to make it out of food items.
Bake a ship.
Yeah. They have to. Yeah. So
that just sounded funny.
Super funny. I think they also have to bake a bridge at some point. I know they have to bake a dress at some point. So what they're doing is they are using baked goods to create these engineering these properly engineered challenges. So in the first one they had to make they had to make a ship. Wow. And then they had a little
sail to America. Oh, sorry.
What? They had to sail it down, like they turned on fans, so they had to have sails. They had to sail it down a 20-foot lake, pretty much. And there's like obstacles, so they had to steer around the obstacles. And if you didn't do it in enough time, it was like 45 seconds. If you didn't do it in the time limit, then you don't win. If your ship just goes bloop, bloop, bloop and sinks, which it did for a couple of people, then you gotta. It's really quite amusing. I was amused.
What's it called? End. What's the show title?
I believe it's called Baking Impossible. Let me verify that. It's on the Netflix.
But if you just put a cake made out of, or a ship made out of cake in the water, doesn't it just turn
fall
back
apart?
Into just flour and eggs?
Crumsies?
Yeah.
No. Oh. Like a couple of people did, like, make some of the hull out of like Rice Krispie treats, and then they coated it in chocolate so it was waterproof. And Baking Impossible is what it's called. Yeah, like Al Bundy's shop shoes going in the fish tank. Exactly.
Oh man.
So that's actually a really fun show if you have some time and you want to watch people bake a ship. Bake this ship.
Yo.
See what I did there, Joe?
Mm-hmm. Yep. I like it.
Other than that, I can't think of anything else that I watched.
Okay.
All right, Joe, what do you watch?
Well, other than the alphabet movie soup, or we're not calling it that anymore, the pick of the week. I think we should call it pick of the week.
That's a good one. That's much easier to remember than whatever he said earlier.
Pick of the week. Blue, you're gonna have to help me out. Without Blue, I watched the first episode of Squid Game.
Oh.
Just to check it out.
Mm-hmm.
I will probably watch it. I'm not like crazy to see the next ones, but I probably will get through it.
Yeah.
Pretty brutal.
Yeah.
I watched it in Korean with English subtitles.
Ah.
I watched another old Luchador versus Monsters movie. This time it was Blue Demon and Santo versus... I think it was just versus the monsters. So it's Santo y Blue Demon contra los monstruos. That's the title, if you want to find that one. We watched the newest episode of Wonder Years. That's a good show. If you guys aren't watching Wonder Years and you have a way to do so, check it out, man.
I haven't gotten there yet. I'm going.
It's really good.
I got distracted by shipwrecks. I'm sorry.
And I think that's it. We watched some movies with the kid. Monster Squad was one of them that they watched together. Monster Squad. I can't remember what else we watched. Blue watched Attack the Block, Monster Squad, and some cartoons. And then when I came home from the race, Twilight was on. He wanted to watch Twilight.
Oh. Well, those vampires are uber sparkly.
Oh, yeah, we watched Return of the Living Dead with him. No, part 2, the one with the kids.
Return of the Living Dead 2.
Yes.
It's like...
He wanted to see that one.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So that's all I remember watching.
How about you, Mr. Deegimus?
Well, we didn't watch a lot. I guess we did watch a bit, but we finished Only Murderers in the Building, which was really good. In fact, the final episode, I even want to watch it again because it was just that great. And I already know what happens, and I want to see it, which is really good. We finished season 2 of Love, Victor on Hulu. So Only Murders in the Building and Love, Victor are both on Hulu. So we finished those 2 off. So Love, Victor was sort of good, but then there was, just the drama that was there just drove me absolutely nuts. Like, stuff that could just be fixed with communication just irks me. Just makes me go crazy.
Well, isn't there like a quote that says like the number one illusion of communication is that it has been achieved?
Yeah, right. And in this case, it's just actual like communication. Like you're not even saying anything wrong. You're just not saying anything. That's the worst. That drives me crazy. So, what else? Hold that thought.
Okay.
All right, I'm back.
Yeah. Welcome.
Scared me. Okay. But anyway, overall it was pretty good. I just really didn't I just didn't like that part. Like, I hate the drama stuff. But there's a lot of parts that made me cry like a baby. I'm like, really? Why? I don't know. I'm getting too old for this. And then we're still ongoing. It's Doom Patrol on HBO Max. So it's such a weird show. Just saying. It's weird. And I just can't stop watching it. Like it. It's
weird, but I love it.
I don't know if I love it. I just can't stop watching it.
Well, it sounds like you like it.
Yeah, I think I do like it. The weirdness is these are weird superheroes, and they're anti-heroes, I guess you could call them. But no, is that what you would call them? Like they're really heroes, but they're not. They're misfits type heroes. I don't know. But
traditionally an anti-hero is like the Punisher would be an anti-hero, right? He does terrible things to people, but it's always for
a good reason.
Mostly the good guys.
Yeah.
It's never a good reason to hurt anybody.
Okay.
Stone Cold Steve Austin's another great example of an anti-hero.
Oh, there you go.
If you're a wrestling fan. Sorry, I had to go there.
No, it's okay. I mean, that's a textbook example.
Then Doom Patrol is definitely about anti-heroes because they're not like real heroes, and they do things based on their own thing, I guess you could call it. Kind of like Dune. Yes. Punisher. Thank you. There we go. So, but yeah. I think that equates to that. So yes, the anti-heroes, Doom Patrol. Got it. And that's it. I think that's it. I'm trying to think. We talked about Frankenweenie last week, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's that. Oh yeah. We finished off the first season of a Disney Plus film called Out. Oh boy. Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
I know.
Out, oh boy. Got it.
Out.
Out, oh boy.
Out, oh boy.
Torso boy.
Torso boy. I was way off.
Is it Just Beyond?
Yeah, that's it. Just Beyond had nothing to do with Out.
No, it didn't. But I knew what you were talking about.
Just Beyond. That was a fun one, and I have to say the very last episode was the very best one. It's J.K. Rawlings. Is that right? No.
I don't.
R.L. Stein. That's
much better.
Yeah. And
Inspired by the writings of R.L. Stein, Just Beyond is a supernatural anthology series.
Yes. So
Okay.
R.L. Stein is Goosebumps, right?
Goosebumps, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So, and this had some really cool, weird things that happened, and the last episode was the best, and I thought made me cry as well. Jeez, Disney, will you stop already? But overall, they were 8 episodes? They're about 30 minutes each, so we got through it in a weekend. So I did watch a lot of stuff.
I did watch a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
You weren't crying. You just had hay in your eye.
I was
That's
hay.
right. You were trying to get the hay out.
That's
Trying to get the
right.
hay out.
I need to get that hay out. Gosh, next time I'll just use Best Playlist.
Such a good idea. You
So,
think
but
you're
that-
wrong. Just
yeah.
you wait. Just you wait, Henry Higgins.
Oh no. Yeah, that's it. That's all I've been watching. That's all I've been checking out. So cool.
Okay, cool.
I have no idea what's coming out this weekend. My new release movie thing is no longer working, and I can't do it. So anyway, something's coming out. I just know it.
Movies are happening. We just don't know what they are.
Yeah. And what, November 2nd is? No. This week's
That's
Halloween.
my mom's birthday.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yay, happy birthday,
early
Mom.
birthday.
Okay, got it. Well, hey, box office. I was way wrong when I was reading that article. Dune did make $41 million, and that's it for the weekend. But the international number was correct, so I didn't read that wrong.
Lots and lots.
Yes. So Dune did hit number 1, though. Yeah.
It is.
Hollywood. I'm not even gonna.
Hulk Hogan.
Yes, Hulk Hogan, the star of Halloween Kills. There we go. No, Halloween Kills is number 2.
There you go.
Yay, $14 million. Number 3 is No Time to Die. Sorry, I'm busy. 4
Sorry,
is...
I'm busy.
Yeah, no time.
Excuse me, sir. Do you have time to die? No, I haven't any.
I'm busy.
I have no time to die.
No time. Sorry.
I'm busy.
Yes.
I can't fit it in today.
No.
Not today.
Ask me later.
Can't cancel that again.
Yeah, right. Venom, Let There Be Carnage, was number 4 with a $9 million sticker. And then number 5 was Ron's Gone Wrong at $7 million.
It's an animated feature.
Oh, that's right.
Drawings.
Yes.
That's it.
Moving drawings.
Yeah. So that's it. That's all of the box office stuff. Next week, I think that we should talk about. Oops. Stop it.
Did you write it down?
Sorry. No, Laurence Fishburne.
Lawrence Fishburne. That's what I.
I
thought
was
you were gonna say.
That's who I was gonna suggest as well.
Oh, good. We're all on the same page this time around. I love it. So, I should write that in there.
Yes, you should.
So so I don't forget that was said that.
Pee-wee's Playhouse.
Yeah. He was in Pee-wee's Playhouse?
Yes, he was. I'm not going to tell you who, but you got to figure it out.
Really?
He absolutely was.
Huh. I mean, I could just look it up and see, but
you could.
I don't know that I watched Pee-wee's Playhouse.
Probably not.
I don't think so. Yeah. I think I was more of a... What did I watch? Sesame Street, Romper Room. Definitely no Pee-wee's Playhouse. I don't know what I watched. I don't know. I'm so old
It's
now.
okay.
I'll stop talking about that.
I'm so old. I don't remember what I watched when I was a wee one.
Yes, something. Let's...
I do remember watching Pee-wee.
Candle Cove. Yep.
I mean, Pee-wee's Big Adventure? That was
Well,
my first
yeah.
exposure to Pee-wee.
Yeah, that too.
So, I didn't catch on the show, I suppose. I don't know.
It's okay.
It's all right, Teach.
Thank you.
Don't hurt yourself.
Thank
You're
you. I'll
okay.
stop hurting myself. Hey, why don't we plug something?
Sounds good.
Yay! Like Checho's Standard Tattoo Parlor. Yeah, they're still booking. I don't even know what month they're in right now. I think it might be
August.
April.
August,
maybe. Who knows? But yeah, so check them out. They're training one of their female artists now, so that way you have, you could have
More talented art people to choose from.
Exactly. And I think that's going to be like their third or fourth person in there. So
Nice.
he's going to be like having to move to a bigger shop, I think. Just saying. And I know they like to have food there and just have parties and stuff out there. So, hey, did anybody check out Checho's front yard on Instagram? Did you get to see that yet? Oh my gosh.
I have not.
Oh, it's so good. Trust me, it's so good. You'll love it. Go to Checho's Standard Tattoo Parlor or just Standard Tattoo Parlor on Instagram. It's right there.
Blue.
It's so
I don't
good.
have Instagram. How can I see?
Ooh, well, I could probably send you a link anyway, and you don't
You could
have
probably
to have
just
Instagram.
post the pictures in the Discord, and then everybody can see.
Oh, that's a great
Discord.
idea. We might have to do that. Just as soon as I'm no longer doing this stuff.
Yeah.
I wrote a book called The Nerda-in-Law on Amazon, and Wendy read it just recently, and she has so many questions. Okay, I know she has a couple of questions, but she can't remember what they are. Wendy, what is that question? Anyway, it's on Amazon. It's Nerda, Nerda-in-Law. And, yeah, there you have it. 29 Toes Podcast. They're still rolling out their mini-series.
They are.
Never Sober mini-series. So,
Never Sober miniseries.
yeah, check them out. They've got a lot to say, and it's not always sports, even though sometimes they try to trail over to sports. Those guys.
They do
Anyway.
like the sportses.
They do like
Like
that
the
ball.
sports ball.
That ball game. Yeah, Joey Flair has an album on Joey, JoieFlare .bandcamp.com. JoeyFlair.bandcamp.com. Check it out. So we're super grateful for everything she does for us. Hey, Joe.
Yes.
Do you have
What do you
something
know?
to plug?
I do. So ordinarily, I always plug my Twitch channel, which you can find. You can find me streaming 3 days a week, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays at twitch.tv/apostle_OFC. But in just about 2 weeks, I am doing a 24-hour gaming marathon with my team to raise money for our local children's hospital through an event called Extra Life.
With my boys.
All donations are tax deductible, and they go towards life-saving equipment, procedures, quality of life, just overall well-being of these terminally ill and very sick kids that are stuck at the hospital. Therapy, everything that they need to just do better or get better.
That's awesome.
This is my 5th year doing it. It's a very I'm a miserable wreck at the end of it, but it's all worth it.
He does. He gets really tired.
You can watch us just lose our sanity over
The
the 24
descent
hours.
into madness.
It's so crazy, but it's fun. I really enjoy doing it.
And you get to have soda again.
Yeah, I can have my big red soda. Anyhow, we'll put a link to that on the Thanks for Watching pages, or you can find it on my Twitter at I'm on Twitter at Apostle_OFC.
Rolled like a 10 on that.
Yeah. That was rough. No modifiers. That was a natural 10.
Yeah, which...
So there it is.
Good job.
Yep.
All right,
2
Beth,
weeks away.
what are you going to plug?
I will go ahead and plug Courtney's Rescue one more time because, honestly, it makes her happy. She's always like, thank you so much. And I'm like, I'll do it all the time. I don't care. I think it's great. I think it's fantastic that she wants to help puppies who are born with birth defects. And not only does she want to help them herself, but she wants to educate people so that they can take care of these puppies themselves as well. The more people who know how to do all this stuff, the more puppies we can save. The more puppies, the better the world will be.
Yeah, puppies.
So you can follow her on Instagram or Facebook, or she just started the Tickety Talkie. Text for Clefts, ladies and gentlemen.
Text for
Clefts. And she's just a genuinely wonderful human being, and anything I can do to help her, I will do. So thanks, Courtney, for being awesome sauce, and everybody go look at her puppy pictures because they're adorable.
And real quick, Crackhead Blue adds that, yes, it is miserable, but I'm fine. I can handle it. You get like 5 or 6 second wins.
It's an interesting thing to see.
It's fun, though. Like, we get pretty delirious by the end of it. Everything's funny when nothing's funny. It's a good time.
You're night drunk when you're like, pot roast.
Yeah.
I've been there myself.
This will be probably, it is going to be a remote one where we're not all in the same house again.
Yeah.
Because our buddy Tom from Austin couldn't make it out.
Bummer.
But we're hoping next year will be the one where we all get back together.
Just
and
a giant
that energy is even more crazy than when we're playing remote. So
throwing stuff at each other and whatnot.
It's good times. It's good times.
Good times.
We
had the Brody cam that year. We had his dog on camera. It was great.
That's right. He was like laying there.
Yep,
and then
showing everybody his underside.
I totally remember that.
He's all, hey, check these out.
Hey, awesome. Behold my undercarriage. Someone pet it.
Yeah, come rub this. Brody.
Sir.
Yeah, sir.
That's funny.
Yes.
All right. Well, have we come to the point of the show where we thank people?
Yes.
We have! Well done. Bravo! You have made it through the quest of the podcast. And now is the point where we thank people. It's like the ending credits for the show, but, without writing. So as always, we like to thank our Patreon members: Lucas, Abby, Tyler, Teacher J.M. Strauss, Sean, Blue, who we thank later, Wendy, James, thank you so much. Big Checho, thank you for being a talented artman and doing our art for us. Thanks so very much. Miss Joy Flair, who lends her dulcet tones to our beginning intro, which I think it's very pretty. I like it. Mm-hmm. So thank you, madam. We'll thank the cast. DJ over there. Yay. Joe over there.
Yay.
I'm Beth.
Thank you, Beth.
Oh,
Yo,
thanks. I would like to thank the lovely ladies behind the scenes who keep us sane throughout the week. So that would be the wonderful Miss Blue. Thanks, Blue.
Thanks, Blue.
Dorothy, that's my mom.
Hi, Mom.
She made tortillas this week. They're really good. And the fabulous Miss Penny McGee, who hopefully she didn't cut off any more fingers. No more finger cutting, you guys.
You guys stop chopping fingers.
Just I'm going to take the knives away. You guys are going to get safety scissors to cook your food with.
No more finger looking good. That's not.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, man.
So now that I've thanked all of those wonderful people who we love and adore, I will thank you, the listener, because if you weren't listening, we would be talking to ourselves, and, I don't know, is that diagnosable? I'm not sure. Anyway.
Oh, could be.
But we love and adore you,
too. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Come back next week when you'll hear us talk about more stuff, and make sure you wash your hands, wear a mask, do your thing. Let's see, make sure you do your homework. Don't forget you have a project due. Like, the volcano's not going to cut it for science fair again this year, guys. So, be nice to yourself, whether it be a Bones Day or a no Bones Day, and be excellent to each other.
Happy Halloween.
Is this the last one before Halloween? Oh, poop on a duck!
Yeah, this is the last one before Halloween.
Happy Halloween. It's the best.
Happy Halloween, everybody. Enjoy yourselves. Yep. Be safe and have a good time. Yep.